Around five. I'm Amy, and tonight's topic is why you should volunteer. If you've been following me for a while, you know one of the things I recommend that we do every year is we think of three things we should start, three things we should stop, and three things we should keep doing. So if you're already volunteering, I say keep doing it. And if you're not doing it, that might be something that you could start in 2023. Here's why. Volunteering is so good for us. It's so good for our communities. And I was raised to give back. I was raised that if you were blessed, that you should bless others. And I've always been a volunteer. I love it. But why might you love it? That's the real question. And the first thing is you get to meet a lot of new people who are passionate about what you're passionate about. Maybe you're volunteering at a local model train area where you're helping to build model trains with other people. Maybe you're volunteering at a local library and you love to read. I volunteer in a variety of roles. I'm the president of the Albemarle County Sheriff's Office Foundation. I'm so proud of the work that we do there, particularly with things like search and rescue and community outreach. But that's part of my background and my history. So I love being around that group of people. We are all like-minded. It all means a lot to us to do what we're doing. I also volunteer for Joanne Pinkerton's Midlife Women's Health here at UVA. And while that group has been a little quiet during COVID, midlife and older, one of the things I love about that is when I'm with that group of people, we're all pulling together to try to close the equity gap that exists between the care that I can receive and the care that my sisters in the community receive. So we're all kind of on the same page. So if you're having trouble meeting new friends or people, this is a great way to do that. The second thing is you make a difference. It makes a big impact. You have skills and knowledge and also just a general attitude that can help. For example, one of the things I always do in any board meeting that I'm in charge of, whether I'm staff or president, is I say, I need somebody in here to make sure. I call them the child. I need you to be the child. And I need you, if we say something that makes no sense to you, I need you to call it out. So a lot of the times we make assumptions after we've been doing things for a long time. So the perennial example that I use is chocolate. I say, okay, are we all on the same page? We all know we want to go get chocolate. And then the child says, hey, what do you mean by chocolate? And everyone in the room simultaneously says something completely different. I say dark chocolate. She says milk chocolate. He says chocolate sauce. They say chocolate chips. And we realize we haven't really been clear with our language. So sometimes you can be passionate about something, but not have a ton of experience. And that is the best gift you can give as a volunteer. I think it also helps you improve your self-esteem. It helps give you energy. It helps give you purpose. So if you're feeling a little lost, if you're feeling like, what do I have to contribute? This is a great place to plug in. The other thing is it's fun. And I mean that literally. It's fun to help plan these events, to help do fundraising, to help make these goals for these organizations come true. And you're going to have a great time when you go out and you meet new people and you support something that you love. So if you're having a hard time, I recommend you volunteer. If you'd like to give back, I recommend you volunteer because it's just been one of the best experiences of my life. Volunteering is more important today than it has ever been. We talk a lot about staff shortages when we're going out and grabbing something to eat, or we're, talking about some places are having to even close because they can't get enough staff. Imagine how our volunteer agencies are doing. So I listed some agencies that I think are everywhere and might be good places for you to consider volunteering. Food banks, we've got local libraries, the Boys and Girls Club. Those are just really quick and easy basics. We need tutors in this world, right? We need people to help package the food at the food bank. My volunteering is very unique and dialed into what I do. So could yours be. So think of the things that you love to do, the things that you're really passionate about. Maybe it's radio controlled planes. Maybe it's ham radio, and you could volunteer to teach a class to new ham radio operators, or you could help people set up their ham radio stations. There's so many cool opportunities out there, and there are millions of organizations that need our help. So when you're adding your list of things to start, maybe you can add this to it. I'd also like to remind you, make sure you get that list done, right? 3 things you're going to stop, three things you're going to start, and three things you're going to keep doing. I hope this was helpful. I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow live around 5. Have an amazing night.